Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a flip through of my personal rings planner. I'm going to show you some comparisons of some other ring kind of systems or binders so you can get a size comparison. And I have for the most part taken out everything that has my personal information on it or anything I've written in so you can see really just the base of this planner. So this is the planner right here. And to start with, this is the Carpe Diem Personal Rings binder. And I got this from their website, I think about 2 or 3 years ago. I believe it might still be up there, heavily marked down. I know when I got it, it was also like heavily on sale. So like I said, this is their personal size. But I wanted to show you some comparisons. This is the Filofax personal size, and if you lay it on top, you can tell that the Carpe Diem is wider, and it's nearly the same size from top to bottom. So I thought that was interesting and just something to note. Then I also have a Hobonichi Weeks, kind of give you a comparison. So top to bottom, it is, without this plastic cover, it's the same size. And then of course it is a little bit wider. So we are gonna go ahead and get into this. So this is a binder that I just keep at home, and it has some reference things in it. It has been working really well. I will try to link all of the different places that these things came from in the description box below, but if there's something that I haven't mentioned or something that you have a question about, please leave it in the comments down below. All right, so this is the inside. It does come with a gold rings. So over here I just have a sticker, another sticker that has my name on it, and a third sticker of a cassette tape. Right here I have my key. So I wrote down the colors on the top right here instead of numbering them and what they are, and then I just decorated, this was just a blank KKK sheet, and then I decorated it with some washi just to give it a little more color. Okay, so this top insert actually is kind of one of the things that started me purchasing this planner. So this actually came from a B6 KKK rings planner. I don't know if I should call it a planner or a binder, but so I'll just say rings try to just say rings from here on out. Okay, so this came from a KKK B6 rings, which was interesting to me because this cover, and as you can tell with the rest of the inserts, are pretty much the same size, but the inserts that will fit in here are personal wide. So if you guys use a B6 rings planner, or if you are familiar with KKK, let us know in the comments. I found that very confusing, that this was a B6 size, but then the inserts that also are the same size are personal wide. So I don't know, maybe they are supposed to be the same size, maybe it's a brand difference, I'm not really sure, but that was definitely interesting. So like I said, this came from KKK, and this is just like a hard kind of, I guess it was a divider, and I kept it. I still have the KKK binder. I really didn't like it. The leather was very hard and tough. It did not lay flat. I used it for a good amount of time, and so I kind of just tucked it away. I really like this one, so I just moved everything into here. So then I have a yearly overview, and this is just printed on cardstock. Then I have some vellum, and everything that I'm gonna show you in here, I purchased everything, so I did not print any of these at home, which is why they, for the most part, are perfectly cut and trim. So here's some of that KKK just blank paper that I have in here. And then I have a kind of just like a daily plan. And this came from Creative Tidbits. So I have some of these in here. Okay, so here's the first divider. And these dividers I purchased off of Etsy, and they are in the personal wide size. But just as a side note, so I didn't realize that there was such a huge difference. So I tried out these, let me get one that's trimmed. I tried out these inserts in another personal size because, like I said, I didn't realize that Carpe Diem was wider, because this was my first like personal size rings compared to other brands. So here is our personal wide size, and then if you put it in here, which is another personal ring size, you can see how much it hangs over compared to the actual personal size inserts. And then when I tried to close it, it wouldn't close. So that was really interesting because, like I said, I thought that all of the inserts would fit, and they don't. So just keep an eye on your brands when you are switching in between. I also have some Carpe Diem personal size inserts that they sell, which is this size right here. So when I first got this binder, I tried out these personal size inserts, and I'll just go ahead and lay that in here so you can see the difference. So Carpe Diem's personal size inserts are this size. They're not the personal wide, but honestly, you know, I like the personal wides because there's so much room in this planner. It just makes more space. And then just for comparison, I'll also show you the Carpe Diem insert in a Filofax compared to their personal size. And as you can tell on the side, it is going to be a little wider compared to the Filofax. So there's lots to learn when it comes to rings, that's for sure. All right, so move that aside and we'll move this aside. Okay. So the first tab right here, I have another piece of vellum, and this section is for home projects. And you certainly don't have to purchase inserts that are pre-made like this. If you have paper and you can size things pretty well, like to like print and cut, or if you just want to use blank pages, you could definitely do that. For me, it was just easier to purchase everything pre-printed. That way I didn't have to go through and kind of write everything down and set everything up. So this is in home projects section. So over here it says an overview of ideas, projects I would like to do myself, and then projects I will have to hire someone to do. Then we have a vision board, and I basically just wrote down things that get organized like seasonally, or when we move things in and out. With 2 little kids, it kind of things need to be decluttered quite often because they grow out of things, and I also rotate their toys. Then you have some blank pages. Okay, and then it goes into the home project planning guide. So you have your project description, the purpose, supplies I have, supplies I need, notes, inspiration. And this would be a good place, like if you look at magazines, you want to cut something out, or if you see things on Pinterest and you want to write down, this would be a great place to do it. Excuse me. All right, home project, sketch it out. So this would be perfect if you are redecorating a room or your home. And then you also have the budget. So you have expense, what was budgeted, actual difference, and then total amount budgeted for this project is at the top. Okay, then you have cost comparisons for contract work, all the company information over here, and then this is cost comparisons for products. And this is really detailed, but it is very thorough. So it's very hard to leave out details, which I think if you're doing a home project is a good thing. So then there's some more blank pages, and then it goes into the second home project section. Okay, so our next tab, which is the orange, excuse me, have a piece of vellum, and this is going to be vehicle maintenance, and most of these inserts did come from Creative Tidbits. Okay, so on this side it says vehicle maintenance checklist, and this is also very thorough. It has monthly things that you need to check every 3 to 5,000 miles, 12 to 15, basically things that are in your owner's manual in your car have been put directly in here. Emergency car kit checklist, blank pages, and then service providers directory is on this side. And most of this information you would probably already have, but just in case, let's say you move to a different state or a different city, and you want to keep record of people who have serviced your car, this is a great little way to do it. If you also have multiple cars and you take them to multiple different dealers or body shops, this is a great way to store that information. Then you have your vehicle information and a mileage log, and a couple pages of those. Vehicle maintenance log and mileage log, and then it's going to start over again for more vehicles. All right, so the next section, and this came from somewhere off of Etsy, I can't remember where. This is going to be the meal planning section. So on the left hand side you have days of the week, some lines you can write down your meals. We primarily meal plan only for dinners. Occasionally we'll do lunches, or if we're having people over, then we'll plan for that, but it's usually just dinners. And then there are some hearts over here. So this is a great way, like if you want to rank something, if you didn't like it, you can give it like a color in or circle like 1 heart. If you guys absolutely loved it, then you could do all 5 of them. And then you also have a grocery list that's right beside. The great thing about rings is that you can always just take out this piece of paper or this piece and always take it with you. So this whole section is meal planning. All right, so our next tab is the green one, another piece of vellum, and this is my video planner for videos that I do, so I'm not going to be able to show you that. Then the next section, this is business information, so I cannot show you that either. And then on the very back, I have some blank pages, and then I just put 1 more divider in the very back to kind of like round everything out so the pages don't get all wonky in the back. So that is everything. That's my entire I would call this probably like a reference planner or reference binder that I do leave at home, like I said. And if I do need to take it with me, it is pretty small. I can just pack it up, throw it in my bag. So I hope that you guys found that helpful. Like I said, if you guys are into ring planners and you have some more knowledge about the different sizes of inserts, even though they're all called personal, please let us know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.